The aftermath. The final notes slowly fade, and for a moment it's eerily silent. Even Tambourine seems stunned. Mickey collapses in a heap by the drums, panting like a winded racehorse. Peter plucks the sitar strings absent-mindedly while staring out at the horizon like it holds all the world's secrets. Or maybe he just wants to steal that seagull's bread. Hard to say. Mike stares at the others, like he's suddenly questioning every decision that led up to this moment. My sanity is gone, isn't it? The Aftermath Part 2. Davy and Paul just exchange a breathless grin and collapse against the amps, high-fiving like giddy children. That was brilliant, Paul gasps. We've made history, mate. We've made a mess, Mike corrects with a wry smile. But a bloody good one. Suddenly the studio door opens, revealing a disheveled-looking studio exec. He blinks at the wreckage and stares around the room. Can anyone explain what just happened? Seeing the final explanation, Paul grins and shrugs. We jammed, that's what. The exec stares up at the ceiling like the studio's answer is etched into the plaster. Finally he sighs, shaking his head. And you all just got bored and decided to make the single greatest musical collaboration in history? The Aftermath, final edition. The exec's question hangs in the air, still sticky with banana residue and guitar picks embedded in the ceiling tiles. Then, as one, all 7 musicians point at Davy. Davy clutches his chest like he's been betrayed. Me? I just brought snacks and good vibes. He brought chaos and 3 kazoos hidden in his pockets. John adjusts his sunglasses. Face it, Jones, you're a walking lightning rod for madness. He gestures to the studio. Broken drumsticks splayed like pickup sticks. George now wearing Peter's wool hat over his eyes, napping on an amp. Mickey attempting to balance Ringo's cymbals on Mike's cowboy boots while humming Yellow Submarine backward. This is your natural habitat. Tambourine barks agreement through a mouthful of stolen guitar strings. Cue slow zoom out as the exec whimpers and accepts his fate. Text scrolls over footage of roadies sweeping up glitter and spare Beatles. No tambourines were harmed in the making of this chaos. Cut to Tambourine gleefully burying Ringo's missing drumstick in the yard. Finn. Bonus unofficial end crediting. Some way the entire chaotic collaboration is caught on a hidden camera. No one ever finds out who left it running. The final shot pans across the wreckage of the studio, then up to the ceiling. The camera tilts down, slowly revealing a tiny seagull staring directly at the camera lens. The seagull squawks disapprovingly. Fade to black. The seagull strikes back. The seagull flaps onto a nearby amp, scattering sheet music everywhere with an indignant squawk. Davy! It screeches, voice uncannily like an angry tour manager. Clean this mess up before you're banned from every studio in town. Davy gasps in mock horror. Et tu, Seagull? He clutches his tambourine to his chest like a shield while John cackles and lobs a stray drumstick at the bird. It dodges with practiced ease. Paul sighs fondly and grabs a broom. Someone has to be the responsible one. Cue Tambourine helping by zooming through piles of debris like a furry tornado. Post-credits tease. A shadowy figure watches the cleanup from the alley outside, holding a familiar German Beatles single. Close-up on manicured fingers tapping impatiently. The soundtrack swells ominously as we glimpse a glint of Yoko's sunglasses. The unexpected alliance. Until suddenly, Yoko strides into the studio with a smirk, holding up the rare German Beatles single like a trophy. John's eyes widen. Wait, love, you found it? She tosses him the record with effortless cool. Lost treasures always resurface, she says cryptically, before turning to Davy, sizing him up like he's a puzzle she's already solved. Then, without warning, let me hear your scream. Davy blinks. My what now? Yoko gestures impatiently at the microphone stand, still buzzing from earlier feedback loops somehow. Mickey elbows Davy hard and whispers, Mate, run. Cue Tambourine diving under an amp in preemptive terror. Final note. Roll credits over footage of Davy attempting avant-garde yodeling while Mike faceplants into his hat in despair. Finn, for realsies this time. The final word. Final shot, the entire chaotic crew posed for a photo, grinning like total lunatics in a final burst of madness. Text over footage as we fade out. The story is unfinished, the music continues. And somewhere in some corner of the universe, a seagull just face-palmed in exasperated defeat.